Welcome to Manchester United News Update. Subscribe for more Manchester United news, match previews, and transfer updates. Ruud Van Nistelrooy makes admission on Manchester United's £100 million striker situation. Rasmus Højlund joined Man United for a fee rising to £72 million and Joshua Zirkzee arrived a year later for £36.5 million. Ruud Van Nistelrooy has stressed Manchester United need a proven goalscorer if they are to become a force again. United invested £108.5 million in strikers Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee in successive summer transfer windows, yet the former has managed 2 goals in 11 appearances this term and Zirkzee has 1 goal in 16 United games. In the Premier League, United have a -3 goal difference, having scraped 9 goals in 10 games. Under Van Nistelrooy's interim management, they have scored 8 goals in 3 matches. Former United manager Erik ten Hag wanted to sign Harry Kane last year, but the United hierarchy refused to deal with Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy before Bayern Munich bought Kane. Sporting striker Victor Gyökeres will be available for £63 million next summer, and the Sweden international has pillaged 23 goals in 15 games for the Portuguese champions this season. When Van Nistelrooy signed for United for a British record £19 million in 2001, Sir Alex Ferguson already had Dwight Yorke, Andy Cole, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Teddy Sheringham in the strikers department. Van Nistelrooy, scorer of 150 goals in 219 United games, all but admitted United currently lack a proven striker. "Yeah, I agree that when you want to be a successful side in the Premier League and in Europe, and that is what the build is all about, you're going to need a certain amount of goals," Van Nistelrooy said. "That is clear, that is the effects in football. And that's why the best teams in the world have those players. At the moment, we have players who get a certain amount of goals or assists, but, obviously, they are in an age where they still have to be developed, and there is the potential they will be, and the belief is there that they can. And that is this moment where we are." Marcus Rashford is the only United player who has broken the 30-goal barrier in a season since Robin van Persie did during Sir Alex Ferguson's final season in charge in 2012-13. Rashford broke the 20-goal barrier in the 2019-20 and 2020-21 campaigns, but then managed a meager 5 goals in 2021-22 and 8 goals in 2023-24. Manchester United prepared to treble Amad Diallo wages. Manchester United are reportedly ready to hand a new contract to Amad Diallo that will see him treble his weekly wages from £29,000 to nearly £90,000. According to a report by The Sun, Amad Diallo is in line to earn a bumper new contract from Manchester United. The Red Devils are ready to hand triple your money terms to the Ivory Coast international, with the deal taking his weekly wages from £29,000 to nearly £90,000. With the young forward happy at Old Trafford, the two parties should seal an agreement soon. Amad Diallo and his frustrating Manchester United spell so far. Amad Diallo has had to bide his time since joining Manchester United from Atalanta in January 2021. The Ivorian forward arrived at Old Trafford as a highly rated teenage prospect but has not seen fair opportunities come his way in the last 3.5 years. The 22-year-old has also represented Rangers and Sunderland during this period, embarking on 2 loan spells away from Manchester United. However, the youngster continues to wait for his opportunities despite a decent start to the 2024-25 season, chipping in with 3 goals and 1 assist in only 700 minutes of game time across 15 appearances in all competitions. The Ivory Coast international recently made his mark, scoring a match-winning brace as Manchester United beat PAOK 2-0 to clinch their first victory in Europe in over a year. Meanwhile, despite his struggles for game time, Diallo remains happy at Manchester United and might sign a new contract with the Red Devils. What next? Manchester United have been eager to tie Amad Diallo to a new contract for several months. The Red Devils view a bright and long-term future for the Ivorian prospect at Old Trafford and do not want to part ways with him anytime soon. The latest report has brought some positive updates, claiming the Red Devils are ready to treble Diallo's salary. The Ivory Coast international currently pockets £29,000 a week wages. However, the new deal will take his weekly pay package to nearly £90,000. With the 22-year-old happy at Manchester United despite his struggles for game time, he should soon sign a triple your money deal. It will be interesting to see how the talks between the two parties progress in the coming weeks. I had no one. Aaron Wan-Bissaka opens up on Man United career and West Ham United move. Wan-Bissaka's departure from Manchester United, a fresh start at West Ham. When Aaron Wan-Bissaka moved from Crystal Palace to Manchester United in 2019, he was regarded as one of the Premier League's most promising young defenders. Arriving for an initial fee of £45 million, he became United's priciest uncapped Englishman. But what seemed like a dream transfer quickly turned into a challenging journey of adaptation and resilience for the young defender. Reflecting on his time at Old Trafford, Wan-Bissaka's experience provides insight into the pressure of playing for one of the world's most scrutinised football clubs and the mental toll that comes with it. Settling into life in Manchester. Moving to Manchester at the age of 21, Wan-Bissaka found himself isolated, with only his PlayStation for company. He candidly shared with the Evening Standard, "It was difficult. Very difficult. I went to Manchester on my own and it was my first time moving away from home. I had no one up there, apart from my PlayStation." The shift from a tight-knit South London environment to Manchester's intense football culture left him frequently travelling back to London after training, a journey he eventually recognised as unsustainable. Manchester United already moving for signing, Liverpool and Arsenal also in contact. Manchester United are already moving to try and sign Jonathan David from Lille, but Arsenal and Liverpool are also in contact about a transfer. That's according to Corriere dello Sport, who say David is available for €20 million in the January transfer window and that has Arsenal, Liverpool and Manchester United keen. David's contract is set to expire next summer, and a new deal is unlikely to be signed, meaning Lille need to sell in January to avoid losing him on a free. He was busy showing his power in this week's draw with Juventus, one of the sides who have been courting him for months. They see him as a move worth making, as at €15 minus 20 meters he could prove to be a bargain. The fact is, though, that the Canadian is highly coveted. Manchester United have already been in contact as they're not satisfied with Rasmus Højlund or Joshua Zirkzee. Arsenal and Liverpool have also made inquiries as they aren't particularly happy with Gabriel Jesus or Darwin Núñez either. They're slightly behind Juventus as they've been working on David for a while, and the hope is their offer has taken deep roots in the forwards' thinking. They even hope he'll delay moving and just join them for a free in the summer instead. That plan may be scuppered by Arsenal, Liverpool or Manchester United, who are all also keen and making their own moves. Ruben Amorim will come to Manchester United and make things simple for the players, so that carrying out his plan on the pitch will be easy. That's according to Brazilian Bruno Tabata, via Premier League Brazil, who worked under the Portuguese coach during his time with Sporting Club de Portugal. Tabata joined Sporting in a €5 million deal in September 2020, the same year that Amorim took over the club. The midfielder went on to make 52 appearances under the 39-year-old during his 2 years at the club before eventually returning to Brazil with Palmeiras. It means he is well placed to comment on what life under Amorim is like behind the scenes and on the training pitch, and what he'll do at Manchester United. Amorim is set to move to Manchester United this month, with the deal to sign him from Sporting having him head to England in the next international break. He's expected to make big changes to the side behind the scenes, particularly if he is to get the current squad playing in the style that has made him such a success in Portugal.